Hi, Joy here. I wanted to share my newest journal. I made this for my granddaughter, Athena Mae. This is not a picture of her, it's just a vintage photo. I used on the front, this was just I guess it was a placemat, is what, a fabric placemat. And it was a little bit too long. I flipped it over and sewed a different little bit of lace there. Added a button and some extra fibers, some cheesecloth underneath. Put some different fabric underneath the see-through part there. This is the spine. I put her name on there and just sewed crazy around it. This was my first hidden spine journal, so kind of fun there. I made a shaker card for the back with a little cute little baby inserted in there, and has girl written here. A lot of these things that were given to me, and so I've thanked them. I'll thank them again, everyone. I'm not going to mention names this time. This is a fabric heart, a little fabric underneath, cheesecloth button, and some embroidery threads to add some textures. Now down here I've added this is a stamp with a little girl, and I just added a sequin to make like a shiny little, either could be a sucker or a balloon or something. Some baby feet, different fibers here that I've added as well. So you can see the different textures. This was a blouse, different ribbons and fabrics. So I like the way it looks from the top. Lots of fluff and stuff. And then from the side I added a simple muslin, sewed it around it, bow. And then on the bottom is pretty plain. So let's get into it. I'm excited. This took me a while to finish. I was waiting on, everybody kept giving me stuff, and so I was waiting to complete it. Now, she was born on the 18th, so I found this little 18 charm, and then added some fibers and a bulb pin. This was a fabric calendar, you know, from one of those kitchen towel calendar things. So I added, I sewed around the date and the day that she was born, and this is a Tim Holtz clock, and I put the time that she was born here. Now, most of the ads that are in here are from 1950s magazines, and they're just advertisements of different sorts. This was an Ivory soap ad. Here I have, I coffee dyed all of the pages and the fabric and some of the laces. So this is a coffee dyed lace here. This is a pocket in here. There's an old picture here. I don't know what it was, but someone had given it to me. And back here was Johnny Jump Up Baby Exerciser. Now this page can be written on because it has gesso on it. And I've got that stuck in that little pocket there. I've already put in a few pictures and stuff, but I wanted, before I got too far, I wanted to get a video taken. So the visitor pass from when I went to her room to visit. And here's a stork. Over here is the first picture of Mama, Daddy, and Baby. And there's a 0. I have paper clips through here, 0 through 9. That's as high as it went. It was actually for something else, but I had bought them, and I thought, oh, I'll put it in there for the months of the, you know, the baby's month that was born. Might need to move up just a little teeny weeny bit here. So it says sugar and spice and everything nice on this trim. And then we have little Winnie Pooh thing down here. This is a little rattle that was given to me. It's crocheted. And this is a little girl tag here with a little, that was actually a button, and this was actually like a button, and I just put different fibers behind it to add some pretty, and just to mix it up a little bit and add some textures. More advertisement for things. I put tabs on it, not every page, but some pages. Now this was on the 27th, a picture of the baby. Move it back down. I think I need to get in frame a little better. There we go. I have a ticket that I covered with some napkin and some different textures and trims. Now over here I made a belly band and a stopper for this tag. This was a bed advertisement, and actually this little girl was looking up at a little boy, but it was going to make it too long for the book. So I cut the little boy off, and I thought, how can I hide the little boy? So I made a little dream up here and put like a little mobile. So she's kind of looks like she's looking at the mobile. Now down here I have different laces, and that's a trim and some fabric and some cheesecloth and music paper, more lace, just all kinds of different trims throughout. An advertisement for a stroller. It can be written on here and also on here. I have some coloring books. I took the pages down to half size so I could put a couple of those in here. This is a vellum page that has 10 little fingers and 10 little toes, and someone had given me both that and the wallpaper, and I thought that wallpaper was just such a soft pink. I avocado dyed the papers inside this book and here, and got different little textures to it, or not, you know. So it just kind of different pretties. I put some regular paper on the back. Labor and delivery card, so we can fill that out and have all that information for later. This is some hands spun wool that one of my friends have made in my group. And someone had given me eco dyed papers. These are real leaves that have been dyed onto the paper. Over here I have this is a flower that I dried and put it in, and then I put Collage Podge over the top of it and underneath it to secure it in there. Now this is a pocket, and I had this little girl here, and that's just a writing spot. And someone had given me some handmade paper with different fibers and petals and stuff in it. It has a writing spot in here as well. Just absolutely beautiful. Here where I'm going to put, I have a tuck spot here. I'm going to add a picture of Daddy with his little girl in there. Over here is Athena and just some Minin ads. Another tab. And that came that way, that one backwards. I know that's backwards, but you know, it came from China, so there you go. This is Grandma Loves You, and it was my first time, one of my first times holding her. A little rattle, a little diaper and diaper pin, some baby feet here, and a faux stamp there. This is some wallpaper that was given to me. It says Collect Beautiful Moments, and it has a little girl giving her doggy tea. So it was tea time. A little tag in here that says girl. I put some dictionary page on the back of that. This was part of my wedding dress from when I married Scott, Desiree's father. And so I coffee dyed it up and tore it all apart. It was ruined anyway because it had stains on it. And then I added a garment pin there. And this over here is a picture of, let's see if I can get more light maybe, of her holding her for the first time. This adorable little sweater that was sewn together or knitted together with toothpicks. One of the ladies in my group had given me that as well. There's all this was coffee dyed paper here. A little teddy bear, a dress, a rattle, some booty shoes, and it looks like a little cup. Now on this one, this was given to me. It's a little baby with a halo and a little bear, and it's just a writing spot there, but I had a guest check, so I decided to put an advertisement for some Swift's baby beef on there, and then on the back as well it's got some. That tucks in this little corner tuck. We have baby on some fabric here, cheesecloth, different laces, and that is got a tab, and that flips up to be having a writing spot here. This was handmade. A lady makes these, and so I put that in there. This was actually my sister's announcement for my nephew, so I'm going to fill that out and put that in there. These New Life cards were given to me by someone as well. I have paper that is primary paper. You know, when you start school, you have primary paper that you write on. It's a little bit bigger than regular paper. There's a pokey little puppy, little book here. And this says, may this young body grow fully, move freely, breathe deeply, and see clearly. I added part of a doily up here, a little part of a doily there, different trims and stuff, and there's a little hand right there, a little on the back, different doilies and fabrics, and this can be a writing spot as well. Now what I plan on doing with this is I'm going to keep it for a year. I'm going to add my memories and my memories of Desiree, Mama, and as well as, you know, the first this and first that of Athena, and maybe some grandma memories in there as well. We have game pieces here. This is a mama and a baby. And then again, eco-dyed paper with the number 3 up there. I'll add a 3-month picture. I have some tab put on there. There's another coloring book page. This is a little belly band, and I have a little stopper here of a bow so that doesn't fall out. But this is a writing spot, just to tuck it up and pull it in. And that just tucks in there. I had some different lace that I added here. You can see I added lace here, and that flips up, and then there is lace here. Some, I don't know if that's forget-me-nots maybe, I'm not sure. And this paper here is like the prettiest paper I've ever seen. It's handmade paper, so I wanted it to be extra special and go in the journal. Don't know if you can see the different colors as I move that around, but there's greens and purples and orange and pink and yellow. Oh my gosh, silver. It's just absolutely gorgeous paper. So I have that in there just because I didn't want it to go to any random person. I wanted it to be special for something. And then I have a child craft ad here, which I thought Desiree would just kind of think that's funny. But I added different sewing on all kinds of pages. So this is kind of one of my favorite things. It's a game piece, and I just sewed crazy around it. I put some different sewing here, different stitches. This is just an old, it might have come off of a card, I'm not sure. This is wrapping paper, some trim, how Mom and Dad met. Desiree and Rob will have to fill that out. This is just a writing spot here. And that was the first signature. There's 3 signatures in here. So we have a little cutie pie here. This is vellum, stamped vellum, and it has a little pocket there. Up here it says, welcome baby. There's a pocket here. We can add a picture of one of the baby's first pictures if we wanted. And I made that into a tag. So that just slips in there. When my children were little, they had We Sing Silly Songs, and so it was one of our favorite little books. And you know, I had the tape, the cassette tape, and the little book that went with it. So I made it so we can write over the top of it. I put gesso on it so that could be written on top of. Some lace. I had bought these little hangers, so a hanger needs a dress, so I made a little dress for it. Over here is, you remember these wonderful playpens, and I made a writing spot for that. That just tucks under there. Perhaps it does. So as I turn the page here, Wee Wisdom magazine had different puzzles in there, and it also had a couple poems in here, and I just thought that was cute, so I put it in here. And it says, what's the average child's shoe size? It tells you how to measure for an average child. Here has some snap-on baby pants from Playtex ad. This was actually a curtain, and I cut the bear out and put a little thing on its foot. Here we have the Bell telephone system ad, but it had a little girl in bed, so I thought that was cute. How tall will your child grow? Put a little gesso, little stitching here. Have a flower, felt flower, not felt, what's it called? You know, flower. And another ad for a bed. Made it so it could be written on. Someone had given me this beautiful trim, so I put that in there. Have a number 5 for the 5th month. Here I have a little tree to represent a family tree, and it's blank on the back, attached to a tab, and more Gerber meat ad. These are evidently, I do not remember this, but Dan Gerber of Gerber Company Baby Foods, his wife had some sort of a newsletter thing that came out. So there's different little tidbits from her, you know, her information of what she, walking, self-feeding, talking, little tips. This is a Tim Holtz paper doll. It's a little girl, and I put her under some cheesecloth. This page here is a tuck spot, just some crazy different sewing. We have a Q-tip ad here that we can write on, and here is a baby wants, and it has a little baby in a crib, and it's just coffee dyed papers in here, different styles. Over here is a little girl tab. I added buttons and different trims, and this is also from Tim Holtz brand as well. So that tucks in there. Down here is kind of an announcement page from way back yonder when. We have a little spreadsheet. I added and I made a bow out of sewing so we can write on this to give some information. I have a little tab here. There is a baby, antique baby there. Another little hanger and diaper pin. We have some baby feet. This is music paper, and on here there's some different charm, or different things, and a bulb pin just to add. This was sewing paper back here. I stamped some images there, and that just tucks under there. Just more places to write, lots of places to write. Here we have more advertisement. This was a poem from a book, and here is F for feet. I thought about decorating that some more. I may still at this point, or I might just put some gesso to make another writing spot. Little lamb. I remember these little lamb pajama things that they had. There's a 7 for the 7th month. Another fabric tab of a different kind. Here we have make sure to wash in the creases, and this old pan that reminds me of my grandpa. Here's birthday. I hand sewed around this and added some different sewing things and tabs, and the back of it has a little stroller and places to write, and that just tucks under this. And that's the part of the We Sing Silly Songs again. We have a bundle of joy. This is a vellum piece here, and I made a little booklet thing. That's Athena there with a button and some lace, and this is like an old school grade card. So I was going to write on the back of this. There's also a tag here. This is some paper someone had given me. Oop, there we go. Over here, someone had sent me this little doll, and I just made it some hair and put a bow on top and put some fingernail polish and a trim to put some clothes on that little girl. And then we have 8 for the 8th month. This is the 3rd signature and last signature. There's a baby here. We can write on the lines here. And on this page, I wrote Athena. I didn't write it. I stamped Athena on here. There's a little baby duck. That just opens up into a writing spot. I have a little Tim Holtz clip there. Here's a little teddy bear. I think this actually was Brooks, but I'm not sure. And a tag here, just a writing spot that just opens up to a writing spot. And then again, another tag. It has a little, I can't say it, but Swarovski, is that how you say it? I don't know. And on a bulb pin with some different layers of trims, and different trims here and there, and I have some dictionary stuff underneath there. I stamped on the back of this and gessoed on the back of that. That fits there. There's an advertisement here and an advertisement here. I thought that little girl was adorable. More lace on the side. There's the Gerber baby. Here is Save Mother Work, Give Sister Fun, Give Bissell Sweepers to Each One. Now, I was given this cute little baby charm here, and I have music paper, I have napkin, more music paper, cheesecloth, trims, and everything else. I also have stamped it on the back here. And here we have more fabric. Hidden treasure for your baby. You know the baby's always trying to get through the door. Someone had given me this as well. I thought that was so cute, just adding those on there. We have a little fabric, not fabric, it's like handmade paper flower. This is a paper doll ad thing. There's a couple life cards someone had given me here just to fill out. Those go in there. There's a Tim Holtz paper doll here again. This was given to me. It's a fabric tag. Got to be careful getting that one off. A little fabric tab here. I added a belly band so something could go under that. And then lace was given to me as well. And then these little charms were given to me. They're just adorable. So that clips under there. And we have a baby stroller. On this one, it says the world shines bright with endless possibilities each time a child is born. It's just a writing spot. This is an old advertisement, and I put some, to make it squishy kind of, I added some pattern paper inside of that. And here's a little ad here, and I put some, gingham check, that's what it's called. These are actually flashcards. So I added another one of those here. Now this, I put little baby feet here, but it says twinkling eyes and a button nose, pink rosy cheeks, and 10 tiny toes. I've left it though open at the top so we can slide a picture in and cover it if we want to. The new teething blankets, I don't know what they're called actually. They have these different fabrics, and so I made it look like a teething blanket. So it has different little fabrics hanging out of the edge, just like they would in a teething blanket. I added a little antique button there. And there's a charm here with some baby feet, and that one was given to me as well. All this stuff here was given to me. Oop, I need to glue that one back down. You know, just different baby items. And this is just a writing spot here. And guess the price. This was a game that we played. You know, everybody had to play the game when you went to a baby shower. Here's some creepy looking dolls. A vintage kind of look. But I put a key on it and some different fibers here and just made that a writing spot. So just something different. Little girls playing with their dolls. A photo ad. Desiree's grandmother loved precious moments. So I had a sack. And I just put the Precious Moments sack in there. Oh, I see I missed putting something in there. I put one of the other things in there. Anyway, there's a pocket there. This is an altered paper clip, so that can come off. This can come out. And I just added different button trims, just all kinds of things there. Now that comes out, and then down here it says random things about your grandparents on both sides. So I'm going to definitely fill that out. Julius Caesar and the Caesarean tells a little story about how Caesarean name came about. There again, the 18th is when she was born on, and mama and baby, and I put some different fibers here. And then a book that I had used, a little Bye Baby Bunting poem here. I made a little altered paper clip with some different beads and stuff on that. We have Gerber baby foods here. Someone had given me, I saw the idea to this on a page, and so I ended up, a lady gave me the stuff to make it, and I did add a little stroller thing there. This is just an applique, and I really like this little baby in that. It's just a cute. I like my stitching here. I had bought a table runner and coffee dyed it, and it had like Artex paints. You guys remember those? And I had made a pocket out of it. And so inside here, someone had given me these little things as well, little ducks and stuff. So I made a little shaker tag out of that. So that hides in that little pocket. And then down here, I made a place that says made especially for Athena Mae by Grandma Joy with Love 2019. So anyway, I'm going to finish that up for a year and then give it to her as her gift. And that way she'll have some memories from Mama, Grandmama, and herself all together in the same little pile. So thanks for watching, Desiree. I hope you love my gift to you and Athena. We'll see you soon.